And we are going live now on YouTube. I'm going to copy this link. I'll share this in the chat. We'll get things kicked off. All right, it looks like we're still live. Morgan, if you happen to be viewing that, you see any questions come on across that or anything, and you bring that to our attention, that would be awesome. We do have a few more people jumping in, very exciting. Hopefully we've got some coaches in here. We've got some of our student athletes who competed. And this time we're gonna go ahead and get things kicked off for the North Carolina Educators UASC cohort, the 2021 virtual drone competition results ceremony. If I get a thumbs up, everyone can just see the excellent the presentation here. Great. I am Paul Rossi, co-founder and COO of 910 Drones. We're located in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and so excited to have gotten this opportunity to help put together this, not only this cohort, but this competition, which is helping showcase the exciting things that our teacher, our educator members are doing and how they're working with their students. So welcome everybody. We're excited to have some of our coaches here, supporters, judges, and just bring folks together and announce what our results are. I know this is what everybody is very anxious to hear. First, we kind of want to start out just highlighting the NCBCE, the North Carolina Business Committee for Education. They basically have helped power this cohort as an organization within the governor's office. It's really been exciting how they've helped this all go into motion. We do want to recognize the Stemerald City, Jeff Epps, who most of you have seen running the majority of these sessions during this competition. He's been an integral part of the success of the cohort to this point and helping this competition. I'm not sure, he might pop in at some point, but huge shout out to Jeff Epps and the contributions that he has made within our cohort. Just briefly recognize 910 Drones. Again, mentioned the company that I had the opportunity to start and run and work with many educational institutions. I think now we're working with schools across about 8 different counties in the state of North Carolina, and it's very exciting to see educators be so receptive to what our cohort is doing. And huge shout out and recognition to our 2021 virtual drone competition sponsor, Bridge Tech Solutions. They've made it possible for us to be able to put out these competition prizes that the students and the schools are going to be getting, which is real exciting. We've got some swag that's going to be going out to all the folks who participated. So it's really exciting. Thank you to Bridge Tech Solutions for helping make that happen. And at this time, what I want to do is just go ahead and give Morgan Crawford and Deputy Director with the NCBCE and her team to just speak and give her an opportunity to connect with you folks right now. Morgan, thank you.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. Yes, we are so excited to have been part of just the whole cohort. I love that this was all from a session from our STEM Connect conference back last November that we did, a remote piloting session with Jeff Epps of Stemerald City, and we connected with Paul Rossi of 910 Drones, and through that grant funding and through the STEM Connect conference, we were able to then do basically to spin off the cohort and purchase drones for 60 educators for that cohort and then create this experience. So that has been really fun and a positive experience that we've had through the North Carolina Business Committee for Education. And as Paul mentioned, that's who we represent. We're a nonprofit working out of the governor's office, and we focus on education initiatives that work with work-based learning and connecting educators and businesses. Just wanted to do a thank you to our judges. So we had Chris Turpin of Bridge Tech, who Paul mentioned. Bridge Tech is our sponsor this year. We also had T.C. Freeman of the North Carolina Department of Transportation as a judge, Keith Gabriel of Duke Energy. We had Sean Olson from Cloudwise, and Matthew McLam from the North Carolina Department of Information Technology. And we really appreciate you gentlemen for joining us. We appreciate your input and all the time that you spent. So it was invaluable, and hopefully it was a good time for you all as well. I'm just going to echo Paul. He thanked Jeff Epps, and I just want to thank him for all the time that you've spent with the educators and the cohort this year. We really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you. And a final also thank you to Bridge Tech for being the sponsor this year. And we're getting excited to announce the winners, and just wanted to let you know, in case if we forget to mention it at the end, that at NCBCE we'll be following up with you all and to get that contact information, make sure we have everything correct so we can send you some prizes. All right, that's it from us.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you so much, Morgan. Trying to find the mute button there, hitting everything but it. Well, again, we appreciate it. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for helping drive things forward. My audio, didn't realize I had this air conditioning going, so if my audio sounds better, it's because I kind of turned that down. But if you start to see some sweat on my forehead, you'll know why. So we'll move forward here, and we've kind of touched on this, the special thanks to the folks of NCBC, Bridge Tech, Sterile City, 910 Drones, and our industry expert judges. Everybody, missing any one part of any one of the folks on this slide here, and things would not have gone as smoothly as they did. So huge thank you to all the folks on here. If you're in the cohort, educator, if you're a student, junior, senior, you see the names on this list right here in the different companies. Take note of this. Maybe go on Facebook, social media, go on LinkedIn. If one of these judges you didn't recognize because they didn't judge your session, these are still going to be great people to connect with that could help you understand how drones are used in the industry, or they may be operating in your area. So again, thank you to all those folks. Industry support. So do want to recognize some of those businesses that have within the industry that are supporting what the cohort does. Mentioned the state of North Carolina Department of Transportation, Duke Energy, Keith, T.C. Freeman, our judges representing these organizations, Elizabeth City State University, who is in support of what we're doing, because we're helping enable them find and develop students for them. And then dronelife.com, who is regularly publishing about what we're doing within the cohort and helping, recognize what we are doing as a state to push the industry forward. So huge thanks to that industry support. Exciting now, we're gonna, shift focus from supporters, industry. Now this is all about the students, this is about the teams, this is about the schools. So for our other coaches who may have been unsure, like, hey, what schools are competing, what other teams are in this competition, we've had 5 teams competing from 3 schools within the middle school system. We had 2 teams at a First Flight Middle School. That was one was a boys team, one was a girls team. We had 2 teams competing from Gamewell Middle School and 1 team representing West Edgecombe Middle School. On our high school side, and these numbers are awesome. We're so excited. We hope that we can get some of our judges and industry folks and take this momentum, and hopefully this list will at least double moving into, you know, the next school year and things. Maybe we get 4 high schools. Anywho, we had Columbia High School representing in Southwest. Excuse me, that's a little aviation guy flying around in my face here. Then we had Southwest Edgecombe, you know, bugged me this whole time. Southwest Edgecombe High School representing as well in the high school division. What we're going to do now is we're going to recognize the top performers for each individual mission. So this is not exclusive to high school or middle school. This is looking at all 7 teams that competed and recognizing which team actually performed the best on that individual mission. Our judges, coaches, and students will remember there was 4 missions. So here we are now. We're rolling into it. There's not like any other fancy slide. This is it. This is the schools, and now we're about to tell you how things went down, starting mission by mission. And then we're gonna have the high school results, right? And then after the high school results, we're gonna have the middle school results. So mission number 1, our top performing team for mission 1 was Gamewell Middle School, team number 2. That team was coached by Matthew Hilton, and they scored 8 points on mission number 2. That's 8 out of 10 points. So other than bragging rights, there's not going to be any prizes. And I know, Matthew, if you're on here, his team's fired up. This is for bragging rights. So top mission performance, no virtual currency, no real prizes, no Bitcoins or Dogecoins getting handed out here. However, you have all the bragging rights. So mission 1, congratulations to Gamewell Middle School team 2, who pulled in a top, that's right there, 8 out of 10. That actually overall is the highest score we saw in any single mission, was a score of an 8, and we saw that 2 times. Mission number 2. Top performer for mission number 2, we had First Flight Middle School girls coached by Ashley Bass-Knight with a total point score of 6. So a 6 out of 10 on mission 2. Congratulations, First Flight Middle School all girls team. That's excellent. Good job, fabulous. Represent. You've got flight in your name. You've got to be able to kind of represent. You're coming out of Kill Devil Hills. A lot of us in this aviation industry, I know TC Freeman is very familiar with what happened there. So congratulations, mission number 3. Up next, who is it going to be? Mission 3. We got another 8-point score. So this was our second 8 out of 10. And we know as we progressed in this competition, these missions got more and more and more difficult. So congratulations to Columbia High School, the Tigers roaring on mission 3, coached by Jennifer Brickhouse. So it's huge, very exciting. Again, we had 2 8-point total, 8-point mission scores. That was out of 10. So 8 out of 10 on mission 3. Our students, our coaches, our judges, we know how difficult things started to get once we passed that. Ooh, did I get you? Once we passed that halfway mark. So, oh, Wildcats, there we go. Wildcat, way to go, Wildcats. Excuse me. Now our final mission, mission number 4, right? Toughest mission of the bunch, right? Who could this be? We've seen 3 different schools. Are we going to have a repeat right here for mission 4? Or are we going to have a new school? So mission 4, our top performing team. Oh, fake out. First Flight Middle School, all girls team with a score of 4 points on mission number 4. That team was coached by Ashley Bass-Knight. And again, our judges know, our teachers, our coaches know that these missions that were presented to the teams were the same across middle and high school. And huge, a score of 4. This was a very tough mission. So congratulations to First Light Middle School, all girls team who had a mission high of 4 out of 10 points. So that is super exciting. Great job. Great job to those girls. At this point, we are going to start with our team total scores. We're going to do high school first. We had 2 teams competing in high school. We're going to announce the second place team first with their score, and we're going to discuss what prizes we have. So in second place in our high school division, we had Southwest Edgecombe High School with a total score of 22 points. Southwest Edgecombe High, coached by April Wimmer, 22 points out of a total, and going forward, this is a total of 60 points. So congratulations to Southwest Edgecombe High School. Second place, you're going to get a Tello EDU Flymore kit with a Wi-Fi router. You guys can start some swarming operations, swarming flights with that router, and you're going to get that swag prize package that's getting put together, and it's going to get sent out for each one of your students. So really, really exciting. And we know that with second place in our high school bracket going to Southwest Edgecombe High School, our first place winner is Columbia High School with a total score of 33 points out of 60. Columbia High School, the Wildcats, coached by Jennifer Brickhouse. Congratulations to you and to the team. You're going to be getting 2 Tello EDU Flymore kits, as well as a Wi-Fi router and those swag packages for your team. Very exciting. We're looking forward to how we may have to get plaques, Morgan. I'm so excited right now. If you guys can't tell, that I'm like, oh, plaques, hang these things. We're gonna recognize. We want the students to come in and know that, you know, they're part of this recognized statewide winning team. So again,
something to put in the trophy case.
Right, put it in the trophy case, because this is exciting. This is big what the students did and our teams did. Congratulations to both of our high school teams. Great job. Now we had 5 teams competing in our middle school division. With the increase in teams, we have a first, second, third place, and then we have 2 honorable mentions. So we're going to start out here with our 2 schools, our honorable mentions, what they're getting, recognize them, and then we're going to go third, second, and first. I've been to all these things. I'm like trying to figure out, is it second and then first, because everybody's like calculating, like, well, if you tell us this team, but we'll just go third, second, first here. We'll just roll in order. It won't mess up. It won't mess up my slides. So here we go. Honorable mentions in our middle school division with 5 teams. Our first honorable mention, Gamewell Middle School, team number 2, coached by Matthew Hilton, with a total of 19 points out of 60. So congratulations to your team. I hope it was a good learning experience, and we're going to bring those folks back and take those skills, but we're going to get that swag bag out. Gamewell Middle School, team 1, 19 points. Our second honorable mention is West Edgecombe Middle School with a score of 20 points, coached by Joseph Hayes. Congratulations, Joseph Hayes, to you and your team at a West Edgecombe High School. It was one thing I could tell you is that all of our teams scored very well when it came to judging. Communication, the use of resources. There's a few things that these teams could have done a little bit better. But these scores are no reflection out of 60 of how well the team actually performed. It's just knowing the drone, learning these missions, definitely practice them. I have no doubt that all of our teams that competed could come back and would totally outdo what they did in this initial go. So congratulations to you, Joseph, and West Edgecombe Middle School. So now third place in our middle school division. Third place here, we're going to be getting one Tello EDU Flymore kit and a swag bag. So what school, where's this going to? And in third place with a score of 27 points, that's the First Flight Middle School boys team. The First Flight Middle School boys team, total of 27 points. Congratulations, Coach Ashley, to you and that boys team. One Tello EDU more fly kits, swag, probably shirt. There's some things in there, something to get them students excited and ready to keep this rocking. So we now have two, let's go backwards here. We have two middle school teams left. We have the First Flight Middle School girls team. And we have the Gamewell Middle School team too. So First Flight Middle School girls team, Gamewell Middle School team 2. We are about to announce second place, 2 teams, 1 second place, 1 first place. Second place in our 2021 virtual drone competition goes to Gamewell Middle School team number 2, coached by Matthew Hilton, with a score of 30 points out of 60. Congratulations, Matthew, Coach Matthew, to you and your team. That's an amazing job. You guys are getting one Tello EDU Flymore kit with a Wi-Fi router and the swag bags. You guys are going to be able to do that additional swarming. These additional drones, hopefully we're able to get these into the hands of other educators and some of those other teachers and grow what you guys are doing really well have started doing really well over there at Gamewell Middle School. And now, second place. We only have one team left with a first place middle school team. This team is also our overall winner with a highest total score of 36 points out of 60. 36 out of 60 points in first place in the middle school bracket and overall is the First Flight Middle School all-girls team coached by Ashley Bassnight. Congratulations out of First Flight Middle School, Kill Devil Hills, representing aviation. You could not write a story like this. It just doesn't. It's amazing. Congratulations. It's so exciting in this first go to have seen just such awesome representation at a First Flight Middle School all-girls team with that high score of 36 points, 2 Tello EDU Flymore kits, a Wi-Fi router. That girls team is going to be swarming down the halls of First Flight Middle School with those prize packages. So absolutely incredible and phenomenal job by your students, Coach Ashley. Very, very good job. I'm looking at some of our comments here. Everyone is excited, potentially as I am. Congratulations. Well, at this time, so what I want to do, I've got a couple more slides here. Congratulations to all of our winners. And we've got these exciting prizes thanks to Bridge Tech Solutions for helping this happen, the NCBCE. We'll be getting information from the different coaches in regards to where to send these things out to. And again, we're so excited to get the students these prize package swag bags and to keep this excitement going. I know our judges are just excited to have tuned in and to kind of see how these results go. And this is our results bracket. So just kind of how everything laid out overall with the middle school bracket, First Flight. You see our scores here. Just great performances overall. I know some of the students were already talking about how if they did a little bit more, they knew they could increase their scores. But man, First Flight Middle School all girls team, representing flight, representing middle schoolers, representing girls. Congratulations. 36 out of 60. That's absolutely incredible, with a 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10 on mission number 3. I know when that happened, I was tuning in live, and our coaches were just, it was like mic drop. Do you even want us to finish? Do we even need to do the 4th mission? I think we just landed it on the pad. So that was super, super exciting. Congratulations to all our participants. Our slide here, again, thank you to Bridge Tech and NCBCE. We appreciate the support from everybody who helped us make this first competition such a huge success. The biggest shout out to our student athletes who competed virtually, amazing. I was mentioning remote piloting, but if you think about it, this is just remote piloting, and this is this is what the future for drones is remotely operating an aircraft that you don't see, except maybe with some cameras and visual aids. So congratulations. We look forward to, the NCEUASC looks forward to continuing to support our members within the classroom, integrating this as a tool, as a learning tool that helps get kids excited and helps their scores. We can, we've learned how writing stories, creating stories. TC, I've learned so much in the way to take this from air traffic control and clearances, and these missions are more than just missions. This is a clearance to do this, and we were judging them on their ability to receive these not commands, I don't want to say, but instructions. And in manned aviation, it's verbal. Turn left to a heading of this. So the ability to maybe start giving visual, cues to students and things like that. It's so exciting, and clearances and things like that. So exciting. Anyone who has any questions, any of our educators, students, if there's students who are looking for opportunities within the aviation industry, and want to know how to connect with local businesses, or are looking for mentorship opportunities with folks within the industry, please send an email. We're going to get an awesome website up for the NCEUASC. We're gonna make sure that when folks are looking for us, they can find us. So anyone with any questions, if you want to, direct anyone who's looking to support, they can email me at paul@nceuasc.org with any questions or comments about the North Carolina Educator UAS cohort. Thank you to everyone. Again, huge thank you to Jeff Epps with Emerald City, who played a huge part in getting this cohort pushed further, and then helping make this competition be such a success. I know he's going to be so excited to hear these results, because we even kept him from Jeff just because we didn't want anything leaking out. So you heard it here first. I know we're going to get an email out to everyone else and let them know what the results are. But thank you to all of our cohort members. Thank you to all of our student athletes. Thank you to our industry expert judges, and thank you, Morgan. Thank you to you and your team at the NCBCE. We appreciate everything. Everybody enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and congratulations again to all of our participants, and congratulations to those girls at First Flight Middle School. Fabulous job. Have a great one, everybody.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you, Paul.